This is a 3-stringer that's fretted like a dulcimer, and this is in response to the post about chords on 3-string instruments. Usually I would finger pick this, but I'm going to strum it for the sake of simplicity. The first chord is a 1 chord, and that's just open. In this case it's D-A-D, so that spells out the root 5 root of a D chord. And you can play the 4 chord, which would be a G, just by putting one finger down on the, what is the 2nd fret. It's the 1st fret on the dulcimer, but that's because the dulcimer skips the chromatic notes. So there's a 4 chord. A lot of times I'll also add to the 4 chord by playing right there. So you got a 1 chord, a 4 chord, and the 5 chord is on the first and the 3rd strings. The middle string is open. So here we go. 1, 4, 5. Of course, these can also be played as bar chords. 1, 4, 5. So you have some different voicings. Sometimes the 1 chord I'll play like this. Any note that's in the arpeggio of the can be added into the chord to make it a different voicing of the chord. So there's also a 1 chord. Alright, and one song mentioned in the thread, in the post there, was Goodnight Irene. And Goodnight Irene, sometimes you have to play with the melody notes within the chord forms that I showed you. So the first part of Goodnight Irene would be, and in this case the 5 chord, I'm playing the melody note right there on the middle string. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night. Now right there, that's the 4 chord. But to get the melody note in, I'm doing a half bar. Night, Irene, I'll see you in my dreams. So follow the melody as much as you can, and hint at the melody where you can't. Sometimes I live in the country, sometimes I live in town, sometimes I take a notion, jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Maybe that'll help some folks.